cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. All right, guys, this is for yesterday, Tuesday, November the 21st, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give, baby, I'm going to give Zende a 10 because what are we doing? I like it. I listen, I didn't watch today's episode. I saw what it was and I said, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So I can't tell you what even happened on it, except Bridge had some kind of romantic something going on for Brooke. That's all I can tell you. But yesterday's episode, I did watch the full episode, and we start off with RJ and Ridge. Now, RJ is trying to tell Ridge, I don't know, Zende acting a little weird, Dad. I think we should go ahead and tell him about Granddad. And Ridge is just like, no, I mean, we gotta respect his wishes. I said, now after you untold everyone you want to respect his wishes, you didn't give a darn about his wishes when you told Steffi and Thomas. I don't think it's right that all of the grandkids know. Hope knows. Come on. Katie knows. Luna knows. And Zende doesn't know. Y'all not gonna tell me y'all that's right. Mm, I feel some kind of I feel some type of way about them knowing and not Zende. Let me keep going. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but let me keep going. Because it's almost like they toss Zende to the side. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But anyways, moving right along. We see Thomas and Hope. And I said, well, Hope, what you got on? I didn't like Hope's hair with that dress. It wasn't giving. You know what I mean? But she up in that. Was it a dress or was it a jump? Whatever it was, it seemed like a lot for the office, but okay, girl, you a new hope. So they up in the office, and he's just like, "Whoa, yeah, the way you feel about me and all that." I said, "Okay, okay," and so they're trying to be romantic. And then the next thing you know, Zende comes in, and Zende is ticked. He's still upset about everything that went down. He said, "Aren't y'all upset? They put hope for the future on the back burner." Mila, and they said, I mean, yeah, we're upset, but we understand Eric's line has to be done. And he said, and what about that? They have RJ work on that line instead of me? Like, what's going on? I feel like I'm being pushed aside. Now, Hope and Thomas both know what's the real going on. I don't know. I feel some type of way about Hope knowing that Eric is dying and not Zende, but I said that already. So they're telling him, it'll be fine. Everything will be okay. Once they get through with these, no, we're not going to be back. Once they get through with all this, everything will be fine, Zende. Hope for the future will be back. He said, I am a designer behind, because that's what he told Ridge the other day as well. I'm a designer behind Thomas. Thomas is the lead designer. I just help him on hope for the future. Now I don't even have that. I am a designer and I am very talented. And I feel like I should be designing. And so they're trying to talk to him, but Zende not trying to hear that. He is upset. I said, Ridge, somebody need to talk to Zende. This is going off the rails. And he said, okay, well, whatever. He don't think much of it. And Thomas and Hope, they see that it's going off the rails, so they go in and they try to talk to Ridge and tell Ridge about it, that maybe can't you do a little something for Hope for the future, they said, because the team is feeling like, why are we getting pushed aside when Hope for the future is very successful? And he said, but y'all know why. And they said, well, maybe talk to Zende. And Ridge just keep, how Ridge blows everything off. I said, now see, you blew Eric off because Eric would have told you what was wrong with him. And when he told you, design this line with me, and you wouldn't do it. Had you done that, we wouldn't have this big secret in the first place, because you would have known what was wrong with Eric. But you blew him off the same way you blowing Zende off. And there's gonna be some payback and repercussions for this, I feel like, because you're doing this. Anyways, child, moving right along, we see Lee and Finn. Finn done brought Lee over to the office because he said, look, mama, me and Steffi had dinner with RJ and Luna. And she said, what are you doing having dinner with that girl? I said, that's your niece. What are you talking? The way she's talked about her with such hatred and stuff. I said, why you mad at your niece? Like, and Finn was like me. He said, I see you being mad at Aunt Poppy because something went down, with y'all siblings. But why you mad at Luna? And I said, what's more to this story going on? Because y'all know bold is good for a story twist. And I said, what's going on here? Like, what we doing? And so she just says, you don't know your Aunt Poppy like I do. She flutters around and just acts all free and innocent and the life of the party, but you don't know her like I do. I said, well, tell me what's going on, Lee, because I feel like, and I'm not gonna lie, when we see Poppy later on, I said, I feel like there's more to Poppy than what meets the eye, and I'm starting to feel like I'm not gonna judge Lee as harshly as I was judging Lee. You know what I mean? I don't know, but y'all tell me what you think. So then, moving right along, we see that Lee tells Finn, because he tells her, I told Poppy that I was going to try to get y'all to the aunt, the aunts. He said aunts, but her, Lee being Luna's aunt. So the two sisters together. He said, I said that, and Lee said, that's a promise you about to break, sir, because I don't see it for Poppy. I'm not gonna do it. And she said, Poppy. Her name is Penelope. Lee can't stand Poppy. She can't stand Poppy, but let's move on. So then remember Bill walked up on Luna. Girl, Bill walked up on Luna and Poppy while they were having dinner, right? So when he does this, he keeps telling Poppy, "Do I like you? Look so familiar. Do I know you?" Now he talking to Luna, and also, and she says, "Oh, I work at Forrester Creation." Like she giving up all the. I said, "Girl, you should not be giving up all this information." But he did tell her he was Bill Spencer, and so she was like, "From Spencer Publications," and so she was like, "Oh, okay." And so he was like, "Maybe I know you. Were you in this state?" And she said, "No." And he said, "Well, maybe we partied together in LA. You look so familiar to me." And he kept looking at her like, "I know you." And Poppy was looking real uncomfortable, borderline angry. Did y'all see that? She was looking uncomfortable. Mila, leave that alone. And borderline angry at Bill. And I said, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Because, and I saw y'all comments. Y'all said, please do not tell me Bill has another child that he finds out in their adult age. I said that would be a whole mess if that were to happen. But something is going on. I said, Luna, did you get a DNA test to make sure you know? And that's what Lee said too. Did y'all hear that? Where Lee told Finn, oh, Luna doesn't even know who her father is. I said, but we thought I think I don't know how she meant that. It could have been two ways, because Finn, we know who the father is, right? But maybe she meant like Luna doesn't know her father, or maybe she's had this secret meaning, which is Poppy don't know who she got pregnant by. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. But right now, it's feeling like they're telling us one thing, but they mean another thing. Because I don't know if Poppy know who the father of her child is at this point. Is it Bill? Because the what she was very hostile towards him, like, sir, I'm having dinner, I mean, I'm having lunch with my daughter who is very busy and I barely get to spend time with her, so do you mind? And so Bill was like, I know how to take her in. She told you. I said, now you can't get with Poppy when you was trying to have some kind of romantic relationship with Lee just a few months ago that went nowhere at all. I don't know, John. I don't know. So then that's the end with that. So Poppy ends up having to go back to the office because Eric needed something taken care of, right? So then she goes back to the office. She goes back to the office, and we see that RJ is there, and so they're doing their little thing, hugging up and all that, and kissing. Now, mad at the world, Zende is walking through, and he sees that, and I said, "Hey, Zende, why you looking like that?" So he sees that and he's looking and he like, I know what I'm about to do. And I said, well, what you about to do? So he go up in the office and he tells RJ, your dad's looking for you. And he says, really? Why? I just left him recently, or why he didn't come get me himself. He said maybe he didn't want to leave the office, but he's looking for you. And so RJ leaves and he goes to Ridge and he tells Ridge, yeah, you need something? He said, I always want to see you, but no, he said, then they said you were looking for me. He was like, really? I don't know. But Ridge said, well, why you here? I said, no, 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 no. You need to get back over there in that office. You need to go and confront Zende and ask him why he lied to you. But Ridge, once again, RJ tries to tell Ridge something going on with Zende. He real hostile towards me. He's angry at me, and I feel like maybe I'm paranoid, but I think he's trying to do something to me. And Ridge said, "You being paranoid? What can he do to you?" I said, "Mm-hmm." So then we move on from them, right? And Zende is in the office with Luna. Now y'all remember at the fashion show, it was normal Zende. He was just like, "Hey, you should come back to the party and all that." But I don't think he at that time he knew that Luna was with RJ. But anyway, so he's in the office with her now, and he's like, "Yeah, so you and my cousin." And she was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, I saw y'all. But I mean, word to the wise, you should probably lock the door if y'all gonna do that kind of stuff." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then he started telling her, "But I'm a fashion designer as well." And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he said, he's not, RJ isn't the only one. I'm successful also. And so he went to listing off, what he's great at. And he said, so just keep that in mind. And it was the way he was looking at her and stuff. I said, what y'all finna do to Zende's character? What? Because he might have been like nasty before, and I just don't know it because like y'all know, I only really started watching this like a year and a half ago, and since I've seen Zende, he's been real chill. He's like when the whole thing with Carter and Paris, he was like, "Listen, I throw up my hands. I'm not. I want Paris to be happy." He seemed like a nice guy. So this seems completely out of character for Zende for me. But y'all can let me know in the comments if I just don't know the real Zende or whatever. But he just so he's looking at Luna like, that's your mission, to take Luna away from RJ, dude, dude. Now I do know y'all had some messy triangles and romances in this office, and you were included in them. So I don't know. I don't know what. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know. It's a whole mess. And I said, what? I would have liked it better if Zende had started his own fashion. And you know what? Listen, beggars can't be choose. I've been saying put Zende in the storyline, bring another storyline that has nothing to do with like Steffi and all of them. This, although RJ is their brother, it's still Zende Luna. Like it's not involving Taylor Ridge. You know what I mean? So I can't be, it just happens so fast, y'all. It just like Bo does not set up storylines for me. Like they just go through them, and y'all know this will be over in like 2 months. Whatever's in their heads planned, it'll probably be over in 2 months, maybe three, and then they'll be on to another storyline, and everybody will be like, a week later, if Zende does something, a week later, he's changed. Y'all know how they do. Anyways, y'all, that's all I have for you. This is the last episode of the week for The Bold and the Beautiful. You know they're not going to air Thursday and Friday, so I will see you on Monday for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps, The Bold and the Beautiful edition. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe, be blessed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.